Warning. The following video contains strong language that some viewers may find offensive or disturbing.
NSFW, people who signed up for those fuck a local MILF websites. What happened? Is there actually an abundance of local MILFs wanting to be fucked? There are actually real girls chatting with you on some sites. My ex-girlfriend did one of those live chat things for a while and showed me how it works. So you log into a site and you assume a fake girl profile with fake profile pictures and fake personal info. You get assigned several dudes you can chat with simultaneously. Before you got them assigned, other girls have already chatted with them. When you log in, you just have to continue the chat that other girls before you have started. You can see the chat log because you will have to continue the chat so that the dude doesn't suspect that you now are a different person. The point of all this is that you can work when you want. If you log off, another girl will take over. And if you log on, you take over from another girl. Every sentence must contain a minimum of words. So no short answers like yes, no, or something like that. It has to be complete sentences. You get paid the more you write. If you do this a whole day, it's like minimum wage. If you do this long enough, you will get a pay upgrade. The dude has no idea he is chatting with different girls, all who uphold a fake profile. The dude will ask for pictures of you and you have a gallery with nude pics of a random girl that you can send to him. He will also send pictures to you. The dude will continuously ask for a meet-up, and the rules are that you, as the girl, must give vague answers like, yeah, let's maybe meet up next week, and keep asking him questions. The goal here is to keep the dude in the chat as long as possible, for he is paying for every message. It's like telephone sex but in text form. Edit, forgot to mention that you chat with several dudes simultaneously this way. EDIT too, since people keep asking. Yes, you can be a guy behind the fake profile. Sorry for not mentioning this earlier. Is Op the same person who asked about the games guaranteeing you won't last 2 minutes that advertise on porn sites? I can't blame you for doing your homework, Op. When the MILF showed up, it was just 3 midgets in a trench coat and they robbed me. So, obviously they're fake. 100% just a scam to try and get your credit card info or charge you money for stuff. Sometimes you can get into the sites without entering information. But most will at some point end up trying to bribe you, won't let you continue without paying. As for the local MILFs, they're either robots which have a programmed conversation, which is really just a few questions and then buy premium to meet with me, or someone who is really invested in getting you to click on the link they sent you so you can meet up and sexy time. Angie really isn't 8 miles away looking for big dick. Just a guy with a fake website looking for some dummies. They will also use your email to hand out to other services who will spam you with how women with really unique names like Sarah, Jennifer, Laura, want to intercourse, so you now have a constant flow of sex telemarketing in your mailbox. It's funny living in a rural area and see that Anna is 2 miles away and want to meet you. I have about 12 houses within 2 miles of me and I know all of them. So I think, wow, I can't wait to meet my new neighbor, lol. I am pretty sure all the local MILFs are already getting fucked one way or another. Hi, local MILF here, not getting fucked. I mean, it's obvious they are fake. I live in a small town and know most people here don't recognize any of those hundreds of different local MILFs. They just redirect you to another site. As a cop, I can tell you, almost all women looking for sex sites are for prostitution. As a woman, I can tell you, we don't have to advertise on the internet. Seriously, no matter how old, fat, ugly you think a woman is, someone out there is ready to hit it. I haven't, because it's a scam. The ads always say they're 3 miles away. 3 miles from me in every direction is the sea, moorland or woodland, so unless the MILF in question is a mermaid I'd like to fuck or some kind of witch, then no. I clicked on one of those once in my younger years out of interest and possibly desperation. Sadly, no local MILFs wanted to fuck that night. But I did meet a lovely MILF a few years later in a bar. Didn't end too greatly though. Got kicked out as I was rounding third. Story time? Met this girl in the bar. Figured she was about early 30s. Didn't really care. We hit it off, a very rare instance for me at the time, and after being a few drinks deep she proposes we go back to her place. Once we get there we start making out and soon enough she's telling me if I go down on her she'll do the same for me. So as I'm under the sea I hear her phone go off and suddenly she goes, "You have to leave." I ask her why and she basically goes, "My daughter's about to be home. Go now." So she grabs my arm motioning me up. Throws my shirt at me. And essentially throws me out the back door. She tells me to walk up the neighbor's drive and shuts the door in my face. Nothing too substantial but that was my one and only MILF experience. Yeah, so not my proudest moment but here goes. I was deep into a jousting session one night and saw one of these ads. It was something along the lines of meet local mature women in your area. I figured there might actually be local MILFs in my area who want a young guy. Crazier things have happened. It took me to a sign-up page where I made a fake account with a made-up name and old email address I hadn't used for years. Once signed up, it showed a number of MILFs were online and wanted to chat. I proceeded to chat to them but there were obviously bots, scripted and had extremely dead chat. I've literally had better chat from the W302 bots at Draenor Willows. It was that bad. I then ran out of messages and had to buy premium to continue chatting. I think it was a $5.99 one-off payment. Which was probably a scam. Actually, I can say, yes. This does work. You'd be surprised how many want to get out and get some action. What I learned though, is that the M is for mailmen. After plowing a good several of them, I realized this and requested a refund. Adult Friend Finder was actually a legit site. Maybe 2 out of 10 profiles were real though. Met the only squirter I've encountered on it. Nope. It's fake. Especially since I live in a rural area. The fact that the ad even came up was a dead giveaway that they must be doing it to anyone who's visiting a website. Especially if they have the same series of pictures and ads popping up whenever you visit porn sites. I believe that's one picture of a MILF used in an ad that's about 2 years old now. I knew I shouldn't have read the answer. Now all hope is lost. I've never clicked, but have always held the faint glimmer of hope that there was. In fact, an abundance of hot MILFs in rural Denmark just waiting for my marriage to fail. Now my day is ruined. Fuck you Reddit. I did hook up with a local MILF one time. But it was out of chance and it had nothing to do with those pages. Neither any dating app. I just met her through some friends. The moral of the story is that there are local MILFs that want to fuck with younger guys. You just have to meet them in the wild. I feel quite accomplished. She had fake boobs and I gotta say, they're quite nice. Pretty soft even. 10 out of 10. It was a little weird when I found out I was younger than her son. Yeah. A week ago I saw that kind of ad. When I was looking for a torrent, I signed up for it. They asked couple of my personal informations, name, last name, address, credit, debit card, security code etc. And once I was done with applying I received a mail says my local MILF will be at my place in 2 weeks. 1 week left. I'm excited and happy smiley face. I'll keep you updated guys. At one point the makers of those ads were using Google Street View images and automated photo manipulation to create convincing-looking ads with actual houses located near your IP address. Creepy AF. I used to be one of those MILFs. A company hires people to respond to men's messages on fake profiles and you get 20 cents a message. Once made 101 week. Ended up stopping mostly due to my conscience. I'm curious. They're all fake it seems. But why are there more legitimate meetup sites with genuine people who are interested in meeting up for sex only? Is it a legal or liability thing? People say there's Tinder but that's not exactly sex only. Why isn't there a legitimate sex only site? They always pop up for me. I'm 32F and live in the middle of nowhere. At first I was always like, who are these ladies and why do they want to talk to me? Do they know me? How are they 2 miles away? I live in the countryside. I didn't think this kind of thing happened around here. Never any men ones? Shame. If it's a real dating site. Yeah, slutty single moms are all about quick hookups. They don't have time for relationships. They work, take care of kids, sleep. They just need to get fucked every so often. God bless sluts. I had an adult friend finder account for a few months. I must say the site is pretty legit. But the issue is the people. I sent dozens and dozens of messages to a lot of different profiles and I rarely got a response. If you're single, it's very hard to find a fuck buddy or casual hookup. Most of the people on there are swingers and want to swap. I had the membership for about 8 months and deleted it after I just got so frustrated and annoyed that I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I know for sure that I had 2 hookups. Maybe a third, but I can't remember. I did get to participate in a gangbang though. That was fun. Smiley face. Don't waste your time and energy unless you're a couple that swings. If you're single, just buy a nice pack of tube socks or just hire an escort. There is an abundance of local MILFs wanting to be fucked. But you can't find them on the internet. You have to go door to door in your neighborhood and sling dick like a vacuum cleaner salesman. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next time.